Samaritan's Purse is sending doctors and nurses, power generators, water purification systems, and anything else the team needs so they won't be a drain on local resources.
So there'll be a 40-bed hospital with 2 surgical wards, intensive care. It can be expanded. We can double or triple the size of it if we need to.
Graham says they expect to be down there for some time.
This is a very devastating event that has taken place in Venezuela. We were there for some time working in Haiti. About 5 or 6 years after the earthquake, we were still working there.
And, of course, everywhere that Graham goes, so does the gospel.
We just share God's love with everyone we meet. That's the foundation that we work off is the gospel. But at the same time, when people are hurting and people are dying, you don't stand up on a soapbox and preach to them. You start helping them.
I'm Steve Jordahl.
President Trump is returning to the site of an attempted assassination today.
President Trump will address the Faith and Freedom Coalition's Road to Majority conference. The event is at the Washington Hilton, the hotel where a gunman fired his weapon during the White House Correspondents Association dinner in April. President Trump, the vice president, and several other administration officials were quickly evacuated. The president has not returned to that hotel since. The annual WHCA dinner is rescheduled for next month, but will take place instead at the Waldorf Astoria near the White House, a hotel previously owned by the Trump Organization. In Washington, Jared Halpern, Fox News.
There's more news available online at afn.net and download the AFN mobile app for your Apple or Android device. I'm Rusty Pugh.
If we lose this cultural war, we're going to have a hedonistic, humanistic society.
Discover the story of the culture warrior Don Wildmon and how he went head-to-head with Hollywood, Playboy, the homosexual agenda, and the Disney empire. The movement Don started paved the way for Christians to boldly stand for truth and righteousness in a hostile culture. Watch Culture Warrior today for free. Visit culturewarrior.movie.
It's First Time Caller Day on Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840.
888-589-8840 is the number to call if you have never been on the air with us before.
All right, so first-time callers only.
That it?
One's a mystery question. If you happen to land on it, answer it correctly, you'll hear this sound. What?
He hit the wrong button. The beloved rim shot.
Hey, welcome everybody to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Thanks for listening. It's Friday the
26th, June 26th.
Sorry for the delay there. I look at my phone. It's sad, isn't it?
The all-knowing
look
phone.
At your phone for time, date, alarm clock, everything. All right, Ed Battagliano. Good morning, Brother Ed.
Good morning, Tim.
Professor Ed, I should say, here on Learning University.
Sure.
J.J. Jasper, the pride of Owensboro, Kentucky.
Great to be here. People remember the Daniel diet, and there have been a lot of diets, a lot of fads. The newest diet out is the garlic diet.
Yeah.
Now, you don't actually lose any weight, but when your friends see you from a distance, you look thinner.
You look smaller.
Wait a minute, the Daniel diet?
Yeah, you remember that? That was
I missed that one.
Oh, it was a big deal in the maybe late 80s throughout the 90s.
I was ignoring diets of all kinds at that time.
Yeah.
In late 80s. Huh?
Yeah, you were playing poker with the guys between classes at college.
I didn't care what I ate back in that day.
No,
that
was really unfair, wasn't it?
Yeah. All right, Trivia Friday it is on American Family Radio. First-time callers only.
Oh,
so
good.
If you've never been on the air with us, but you wanted to be on and ask and answer, then today is your day. And, Ed, what is that phone number for people to call?
I'm glad you asked, Tim. Here's the phone number if you want to be on with us, 888-589-8840.
Okay. Give it one more time.
888-589-8840.
8840. There
is
you
the
go.
number to call. And it's, like you said, first-time callers. You do need to be 11 years old or older to be on this here show with us. And, JJ, one of the 9 questions, we have 3 questions each. One of those 9 questions is going to be something special.
It's a mystery question. We'll give out our original 9 questions as you mentioned. One is a mystery question. You don't know which one it is.
No, you don't.
Hence the mystery. But if you happen to land on it and answer it correctly, you'll hear this sound.
Thank you.
Ah, beloved
cowbell.
Beloved. You're going to win a great T-shirt. It's newly designed. Tim Wildmon is holding it up for those of you who are watching as well as listening. Ed, how can people watch the show?
Well, they can go to Facebook or YouTube and search for Today's Issues. That's the name of this show, Monday
you can
through
also
Thursday.
search for the meaning of life there.
You can
I don't know what
search.
you'll get on YouTube. You may get some wacky stuff, but
Yeah,
you
you
search.
don't know what kind of answers you'll
Yeah,
get, but
yeah.
you can search for the meaning of life.
Yeah.
Or you can go to our own streaming service. It's a streaming platform, stream.afa.net, stream.afa.net. If you want to look at, if you don't have access to video or you're just listening, but you do eventually want to take a look and see what these T-shirts look like, you can go to our online store. That's at resources.afa.net, resources.afa.net.
Okay.
Take a look at it. We also have all kinds of other products and resources there to learn a few things, find gifts. I hate to say that, guys, but we're almost through with June. You need to start thinking about Christmas presents, folks.
I thought of Tim Wildmon yesterday, and if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it. I took my daughter, Tegan, on a daddy-daughter date, and we went to Cracker Barrel, a big section, huge section of Halloween stuff.
Oh.
In Cracker Barrel. It's not even, it's June.
Yeah.
We're not talking the end of August or September. And Tim would, he'd mock some of these retailers and say, well, that's just about like so-and-so putting out decorations, the decorations before the other holiday. We got Father's Day in the rearview mirror. It's still June, and this humongous section as soon as you walk in the door. And even my daughter said, what in the world? Who's did they not have a calendar?
Cracker Barrel, they pull out Christmas in August. They get everything ready for Christmas in August. So they're 5-6 months ahead of everything.
Well,
there.
plus, folks, if you our online store is a good place to get maybe some Labor Day presents for family.
Yeah, a lot of people do that.
That's a big
big
present
popular
gift swapping.
That's
thing.
big to the American economy. That
Yes,
Labor Day
that
gift
helps.
bag.
You guys say that. I had a guy at church when, Father's Day.
Yeah.
And he said he had heard the day before where Father's Day comes in at 10th as far as holidays. Attention, money spent on gifts. And he said it was Christmas, it was Mother's Day, Easter, Valentine's. And he said Father's Day came in right after Flag Day.
Flag Day.
I think he was kidding, but he goes to the point where Tim, 15 years ago, told me mothers get all this praise. You nurture, you love, you sacrifice. And dads say, guys, you need to do better.
Yeah.
Every Father's Day sermon. And when he said that, I started realizing I'd never heard anything but that. When I was invited on a Sunday morning, I would do that. Dad, come on, you got to step up to the plate.
You get to the end of the worship service, the pastor says, stand up if you can be a better dad. I want you to stand up out there and be a man out there. Okay.
Quit being a slacker.
Yeah, I just got through with my...
Moms are knocking it over the park.
Right.
You guys, you men are horrible.
Right.
Yeah.
10 points to being a better dad.
So number 10 on the holidays, right
after
Flag Day.
after everybody exchanges gifts for Flag Day.
That makes me feel pretty bad. Right after Flag Day.
I tell my kids, just give me golf balls I can lose on your behalf. I can
not ones that you're sorry you lost in a.
As I hit this ball in the woods, never to be found again, I will remember you.
Now let me ask you this. I just now thought of this.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to delay the inevitable here, but you mentioned losing balls in the woods.
Yeah.
Do you ever go looking for a ball and then see 2 or 3 others?
Oh yeah. That's a happy moment.
That's like finding. That's like putting on a winter coat and finding a $5 bill in the pocket.
No,
you go, oh man, this is bummer.
Now,
I'm distressed. Wait, this is a win.
Yeah.
If you're a good golfer, a really good golfer, have high expectations of yourself.
Yeah.
No, you don't stay in the woods looking for golf balls. But if you're an average duffer like me, and you go to the woods and you've lost your ball and you find 3, you consider it a win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't care that you hit your golf ball in the woods.
Right.
You found 3. There was a reason and a purpose and a mission to that.
You know, what to your point, if I ever start golfing, I'm going to go with a snorkel. I'm going to be the only guy that's got his golf bag and a snorkel. Because you could really rack up if you dive in the pond looking for your ball.
There are companies, and I'm serious about this, and their sole job, they go around the golf courses and they go in the ponds and the lakes.
And they do that?
And they'll stay there for a week and they'll retrieve hundreds or thousands of golf balls. It's really amazing.
And what do they do with it? They just resell them?
Some of them they resell them. Yeah, they resell them. So anyway, all right. So by the way, my mom is here. Yeah, she's watching. She is
and she's waving.
She's in the peanut gallery, as they say.
Yeah.
And she's here, and she turned 86 this week. Linda Wildmon. So
wonderful.
Yeah. Amen.
86.
All right, I got to throw
precious lady.
86 years old.
Godly, gorgeous, wise, right there beside Brother Don's side.
You talking about me or Miss Linda?
I'm talking about Miss Linda, wonderful mother of 4 children and grandmother and great-grandmother. But I want to throw in, she held a basketball record. She was a serious basketball player in high school. And
56, was it 56, Mom?
Set some records.
She scored 56 points in one game.
Wow.
Before there was a three-pointer.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Before the three-pointer, yeah. Back in the day.
Yeah, so serious athlete, an elite athlete to all those other nice things we mentioned.
That makes me want to say Caitlin who?
All right, go ahead, Ed. What do you got?
All right, here are my 3 questions. James Fenimore Cooper wrote a famous 1826 frontier classic of American literature. What was the name of the novel? James Fenimore Cooper's famous novel. What was the name of it?
He was a father of Alice.
Alice Cooper.
Yeah. Who I don't think he wrote a novel, though.
Right.
Welcome to My Nightmare.
Yeah. Listen.
Well, maybe that was a novel. I don't know.
School's out for summer, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Go ahead.
All right. And now here's a question, folks. If you can answer, I'm going to pull a Tim Wildmon here. If you can answer this question without looking it up or without asking someone, we're going to send you a T-shirt.
Amen.
So I've been doing constitutional questions about the Bill of Rights and the first 10 amendments to the Constitution. Here's this week's question. What 5 rights does the First Amendment to the Constitution protect? What 5 rights does the First Amendment to the Constitution protect?
Or as they say down south, rights.
Rights.
Huh? What 5 rights?
What 5 rights?
Okay.
Does
I
the
just
First
wanted
Amendment
to
to the
interpret for
Constitution?
people who are listening in the South who need to know what you were saying.
So if you can answer that without asking somebody or looking it up, you'll win a T-shirt.
I interrupted the question. Go ahead.
Yeah, and you can look it up if you want. You just don't get the T-shirt. All right, and third question, a true-false. In 1932, the Australian government launched the Great Emu War to annihilate emus, which were devastating farmers' crops.
Wow.
Is that true or false? The Great Emu War in Australia to annihilate emus. Is that true or false?
Disappointing.
Here's what I've got. First question, Bible question. Who was the wife of King Ahab? Yeah. Who was the wife of King Ahab? Second question, what is the dentist question? What is the name for a human third molar? What is the name for a human third molar?
I played that in high school.
The third molar?
Mm-hmm. I was the third molar. I never did get to start.
You weren't on the first chair.
No, I wasn't on the first chair molars.
And boy, when you were out there on the field with the marching band playing the third molar, that was a sweet sound.
Wildman. I named mine, by the way. I named mine Billy Bob.
Billy Bob Molar?
Yeah.
Third question, muscle car question. I've been throwing in some car questions.
All right.
So the Roadrunner, the Barracuda, and the Duster were all muscle cars under what brand? You know, like Ford or Chevy. You know, when you say, hey, the Roadrunner, the Cuda, and the Duster, you know, it's interesting that you'd say that. You
did it better.
So there's my 3 questions.
Okay. Here are my 3 questions. Number 1, how many live crusades did Billy Graham hold? 200, 300, or 400?
Wow.
How many live crusades did Billy Graham hold over his illustrious career? 200, 300, or 400?
Any of those answers is impressive.
I know. Number 2, what was the highest rated TV show of the 1950s? I'm talking about overall.
The whole decade?
During the decade, overall, what was the highest rated television show in the 1950s? And number 3, listen carefully. We were talking about immigrants to America.
Were we?
Well, we've been talking about that as part of our 250th celebration.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we had to have people come here or we wouldn't be talking today.
Gotcha. Somebody had to kick the Indians off their land, right?
Well, that's what I'm getting to. Listen carefully to this question. The majority of white Americans trace their ancestry back to Great Britain. Okay, a majority. By Great Britain, I mean England, Wales, and Scotland. Okay, so set that aside.
All right.
That's where a majority of white Americans trace their ancestry to. Now, my question is, what are the next 3 places that white Americans trace their ancestry to?
That's a really good question.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It does.
Okay, so there you go. Let's go to the phones.
All right, we're going to go to Texas first out of the gate. And Avery is on the line, 12 years old. Avery, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hello.
Hello, Avery. Welcome to the program. Where do you live in Texas?
In Texas.
Okay.
In Kempner, Texas.
Good. You want to ask, answer, or do both?
Can I do both?
Yes. Which question you want to answer?
Can I do the Bible question?
Here we go. Who was the wife of King Ahab?
Jezebel.
Yes.
Are we clapping for Jezebel?
No, we're not clapping for Jezebel.
We're not clapping for Jezebel.
Okay, I didn't know. I was kind of awkward there.
We're clapping for Avery.
She was horrible. We're clapping that Avery
Okay.
knows the Bible and is reading the Bible. Jezebel of Sidon, one of the worst, most wicked, horrible women.
Whoa.
To this day, people do not name their daughters Jezebel.
Where Jezebel of where?
Sidon, I think. But yeah,
Where were the other Jezebels from?
That's a good question.
Jezebel from Boston?
Jezebel from Brooklyn?
In Brooklyn?
Right.
Yeah.
But she, if you remember, I get Elijah and Elisha mixed up. But I think Elijah and at the Baal, the Mount Carmel, the battle there, and after defeating 450, or maybe double that, then Jezebel said, before this day's over, I'm going to kill Elijah. And then he took off and ran from her after, being...
Well, he was flat worn out.
Nothing. Well, that's what it was. Yeah.
I mean, huh?
Right.
So
he was all tuckered out.
But she was horrible.
But anyway, she's right. Our caller, Avery, is correct.
And cheating that man out of his vineyard and all of that false prophets and getting him killed. Yeah. Hey, way to go, Avery, knowing your Bible. What's your question for us?
I actually have a joke.
Okay.
We're ready.
What did the DJ call his son?
What did the DJ call his son? Skip.
Why you say
Oh,
that?
I like that.
I'm just, I'm sure it's wrong. But
yeah.
Are you spitballing?
I was spitballing.
Yeah. I give up. What's the answer?
Eric.
What was it?
Eric?
Yeah, Eric.
Rick, maybe the sound that it makes
Is that,
when you're...
You're talking about the sound that the record...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
Avery, you're too young to remember this, but maybe for the grandparents that are listening, this is pretty bizarre. When I was a baby, because I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
When I was a baby, I was vaccinated with a phonograph needle, but it didn't affect me none.
Hey, have you ever played, Raindrops Keep Falling on Your Head? By B.J. Thomas. You never?
B.J. Thomas,
Have you ever played that backwards?
It goes to Rick.
We can't say the lyrics on air.
You ought to try that sometime.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, eerie. Anyway, thank you, Avery.
Thank you. She started it out good.
Answered a Bible question.
Had a nice little DJ riddle.
Yeah.
All right, you're listening to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Tim, Ed, and JJ, we thank you for listening. You can watch the show on YouTube, Facebook, or our streaming service, which is what, Ed?
Stream.afa.net.
Stream.afa.net, our streaming service. Any of those are available to you. Just type in Trivia Friday, I guess, or today's issues. Type in today's issues, and you'll find the live video stream there. I think we're also on X. Is that right? On X. So go ahead. Who's next, Ed?
All right, we're going to go to Georgia this time around, and
Georgia.
Teresa is on the line. Teresa, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hey, guys. Thanks.
Hey, good morning, Teresa. Thanks for calling. Where do you live in Georgia?
I live in the big city of Leesburg, Georgia, which is just north of Albany, Georgia.
I've been there. I did a pregnancy resource center banquet there 5 or 6 years ago.
Did the Amazon man? Is that Amazon man at your house there, Teresa? What's going on?
Your dog's barking in the background.
No. Yes, I know. No, we're dog sitting our grand dog for the weekend, and we have 4 of our own, and so they just have a ball together.
Now, Teresa, you seem like you got a bubbly personality, so I'm just going to throw this out there. It's June.
Okay.
So I'm asking, have you been to a wedding? Do you have a garden? Have you guys got VBS underway, and or have you been on family vacation? Any of that happening, like the typical June stuff happening in your world?
We did VBS week before last at our church. Yes.
Check. Okay. You didn't go to a wedding this month?
No.
Okay.
No, I ain't got any, thank goodness.
Yeah, I'm with you. Because they almost always have them outside.
I'll be honest with you.
Tell us how you really feel.
I usually get the mail before Allison does. And I try to screen out those wedding invitations.
Here we go.
And sort of accidentally lose them.
Put it in the shredder.
Yeah, I mean, I feel bad about it, but I don't really want to.
I don't think you feel bad about it at all.
You want to lose out a whole Saturday?
Not only that, but most June weddings nowadays are outside.
Yeah, I don't know what these people are thinking.
Yeah.
Folks, you think
Definitely.
Tim's kidding. My daughter, Tim knew, he came to the hospital when she was born, and they got married on Saturday morning. Tim said, thank you for that, because it doesn't ruin the whole day and just knock our whole day. We can't go to the
It was
golf
awesome.
course. But he was serious about that.
No, I appreciate it. It was a 10 a.m. wedding, and I never thought I'd like that. But listen, I appreciate that because that way by noon you could have your day back.
Yeah.
Maddie is caring and practical and wise. And I said, when people were asking, well, that's odd. Saturday morning, I asked her, she said she went to one wedding like that and thought like you did and said, I don't want to mess everybody's whole Saturday up. Weekends are so precious. So I want to be able to come celebrate and then go on.
Put a June wedding at 5 in the afternoon. That's just cruel. I think you know what you're doing. Am I right?
I think the 3 o'clock one is more because you can't really get started with anything.
I
You don't want to get all sweaty and dirty. Then
and let me just say, as a preacher who's done a lot of weddings, the 3 o'clock one, that kind of time scares me more than anything. For that very reason, I'm afraid I'm going to forget it because you get started doing something. So that's why I would have signs all over the house.
This is yellow stickies.
Yeah, big 8.5 by 11 pages on the mirror in the bathroom, on the door, and just everywhere, on the refrigerator.
Wedding today.
Wedding. Because you forget a wedding, you're going to be remembered forever. Not in a good way.
Another job.
Hey, I've taken us way down a detour, but thank you, Teresa.
She's got a question for us.
What's your question for us?
Well, I haven't answered your question yet.
Oh, okay. Which one you want to answer?
Just go. You need a sticky note for this.
I'll take the the one about the teeth. The tooth.
All right, here we go. It's a dentist question.
Tooth or teeth depends on what state.
Oh, don't do it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I'm from Alabama now. Come on.
Okay.
Here we go.
Well, you started something, Tim.
Here's the question. What is the name for a human third molar?
It's the wisdom tooth.
Yeah, there we go.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I didn't know we were going backwards on that.
I didn't know they had a real
How'd you
name.
know that? How'd you know that, Teresa?
Well, I will tell the truth. I did look that one up.
That's okay.
That's
Research.
all right on that one.
Well, you know, I'm glad it was medium hard that everybody didn't know it.
I didn't know.
I've been around teeth my whole life. Well, since I was about 1 or 2, and I didn't know that was what you called it.
I was counting like backwards. I mean, towards the front.
Yeah.
And I thought, I have no idea what
the name of a human third molar, and that's what we've all got wisdom teeth, unless we've had them pulled or surgically cut out.
Teresa, did you hear the beloved cowbell?
I did, and I know what that means.
Yeah,
yes,
you got
ma'am.
a T-shirt headed your way.
Yeah, you can wear it to a wedding.
Ooh, awesome.
We're going to send
I
it.
have been trying to get on the show for years.
Oh, wow.
So I'm super excited.
Hey, look at this. You got through, first-time caller, and won the Learning University T-shirt. Brand new design, too. So before you ask us one, or before we do that, we just want to ask you to make sure and stay on the line so we can get your address and shirt size.
What's your question for us?
Okay, so this is a line from a movie. The infamous line, "You had me at hello," is from which romantic comedy?
It is the McGuire thing, Show Me the Money, but I can't remember the title of the movie, but it's that Show Me the Money.
Jerry Maguire.
With
Jerry
Tom
Maguire,
Cruise.
Yeah. Yes,
I've
yes.
got,
All right, good.
Hey,
good on
Teresa,
JJ.
I've got 5 daughters, and my wife is a girl, so I know more about chick flicks and purses and fingernail polish than I'll ever admit to anybody.
All right, thank you, Teresa.
Stay on the line, Teresa. I'll put you on hold, and Cindy will get your information, and we'll send you a T-shirt.
Fun lady. Our listeners are the best.
Oh yeah.
We'll be back momentarily with more of Learning University. Stay with us.
It's my turn.
Here is your host for My Turn, Don Wildmon.
Back many years ago, an elderly couple, a man and his wife, were passing through Philadelphia. Being tired and the night half gone, they searched for a hotel where they could get some rest. Every hotel they went to told them the same thing. Sorry, we're filled up. Finally, in desperation, the couple tried a little third-class hotel. As they entered the hotel, the man went to the night clerk and spoke. "Mister, please don't tell me you haven't got a room. We've searched all over town for a room, but the conventions have filled up our usual hotels. We're so tired. Please don't tell me that you don't have a room where we could get some rest." The night clerk looked at the couple, saw how tired they were, and then spoke. "I'm so sorry, sir, but our hotel is completely full." The expressions on the couple's faces turned to disappointment. They turned, started to walk out. Then the night clerk spoke again. "Sir," he said, "I have a room which I'll not be using tonight. I have the night shift and will be working all night. It isn't a fancy room, not as nice as the others, but it is clean, and if you wish, I would be happy for you to be my guest for tonight." Well, their faces lit up with gladness. Their disappointment was turned to happiness. The woman spoke. "God bless you, young man." Feeling like $1 million, the clerk showed them to his room. Next morning, the couple went to eat breakfast. At the table, they sent the waiter to get the night clerk. They sent a message they wanted to see him. Entering the room, the clerk spotted the couple. With a smile on his face, he spoke. "Hope you got a good night's rest and everything was fine." Both the man and the woman thanked the clerk for his kindness. After exchanging a few words, the elderly man changed the subject. "Young man," he said, "you're too fine a hotel man to stay in a hotel like this. How would you like for me to build a large, expensive, luxury hotel in the city of New York and make you the manager of it?" Well, the young man sat there for a moment. He did not know exactly what to say. He wondered if the gentleman's mind was right. Finally, after searching for something to say, he stammered out these words, It sounds wonderful. You know, that young man didn't have to put those people up for the night. He could have turned them away. He had a good reason, and people have been turned away before. Remember Bethlehem? Already every major hotel in Philadelphia had turned them away. But this young man had something about him that refused to turn them away. He wanted to help, to be kind, do unto others. He did that. He followed the carpenter's command. It wasn't long after that a new hotel went up in New York City. It was one of the greatest hotels ever built. They named it the Waldorf Astoria, and the young night clerk became the manager and one of the world's greatest hotel men. The gentleman he shared his room with was William Waldorf Astor.
This has been My Turn with Don Wildmon, a production of the American Family Association.
Hello, everyone. Tim Wildmon, president of American Family Association and American Family Radio. We are going to Italy in March of 2027. We're also going to Greece in March of 2027, and we're doing those tours back to back if you want to do both of them. In Italy, we'll be going to Venice, we'll ride the gondola and see all the sights there, and we'll go to Pisa and walk on the Leaning Tower of. If you fall off, we're not responsible. Also, we're going to Rome and see the Sistine Chapel and the Colosseum and all the catacombs. We'll see all the sights of Rome. And in Greece, it's the Footsteps of Paul trip, so the places where Paul went in the Bible mentioned in Greece. If you want information on any of these tours, go to tours.afa.net, tours.afa.net, tours.afa.net.
Trust the Lord with all your heart and don't depend on your own understanding. Remember the Lord in all you do, and He will give you success. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6.
American Family Radio.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio, also known as
Learning University.
Learning University.
That was a little bonanza coming down the pike, the
That's
Ponderosa. Right. Not a real place you can go to, but hey, speaking of going to places, JJ, where are you headed?
Let's see. This summer, my wife and I are doing a.
We're going to go over the whole summer.
Speaking at a marriage retreat. I got Campbellsville, Kentucky Pregnancy Center banquet, but the closest thing Thursday night, July the 23rd. I'm teaming up with Johnny W., Christian comedian. I saw a thing with him and Tim Hawkins. Hilarious.
Johnny W. Sounds like
Johnny
a spy.
W., but I'm opening for him. So you get 2 comedians for the price of 1. Well, 1.5 comedians for the price of 1. July the 23rd, Green Valley Baptist Church in Pontotoc, Mississippi. It is a ticketed event.
Ah. Well, you're not a half a comedian. You're a full-fledged comedian. I'm just going to let folks know. If you've been a long-time listener to the show, you know JJ's very funny. His stand-up is hilarious. So.
Well, laughter is good medicine. I love to see people laugh so hard that they're just crying, and it's fun to see people laugh.
Yeah.
All right, give your questions, Ed, and then JJ.
All right, here are my 3 questions. James Fenimore Cooper wrote wrote a famous 1826 frontier classic of American literature. What was the name of that novel? Second question, and if you can answer this without asking anybody or without looking it up, we'll send you a Learning University T-shirt. Mm-hmm. What 5 rights, I said 5, what 5 rights does the First Amendment to the Constitution protect? Third question, in 1932, the Australian government launched the Great Emu War to annihilate emus, which were destroying farmers' crops. But is that true or is that false?
It didn't work because one of them became a TV insurance star.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. You got all these granddads sitting around talking about World War II and being in Vietnam. And then you got the granddad gathering his kids up around his knee there on the front porch saying, let me tell you about the Great Emu War. Scoot up close, kids. You're going to want to hear every detail of this.
Here's what I've got. First question, muscle car question.
Yeah.
Roadrunner, Barracuda, and Duster are all muscle cars. Were all muscle cars under what brand? You know, Ford, Chevy. You know, what was the Roadrunner, the Cuda, and the Duster?
They were little rascals too, weren't they?
I think they were. Second question, what fruit, I got to add some new ones.
Yeah.
What fruit was originally called the Chinese gooseberry? You go in any grocery store, you're going to see this. It's under a different name, and that's what I'm looking for. But originally it was called the Chinese gooseberry.
Wow. Even our vegetables and fruits are made in China.
See, they started making their inroads a long time ago, subtly. Third question, let me add one more. Medicine conversion chart question. Everybody, you know, they lay awake at night hoping for a question like that.
I've got one on my wall.
How many milliliters is in a teaspoon? How many milliliters? You know, you'll see those little things on the side of the bottle. This is this much, you know, 10 or 15 or 20 milliliters. How many milliliters are in a teaspoon?
Wow. Where would you find that conversion, like on the internet? Can you find that?
Oh, yeah, you can find anything
AI
on
will tell you in a heartbeat nowadays.
Yeah,
Okay.
Siri, she
Okay.
knows it off the top of her head.
I have a chart on my wall right next to the, the periodic
that converts
table.
teaspoons to
absolutely.
milliliters?
Yeah, all that.
That'd have been a
very important to me.
That'd have been a good thing for you to have in the middle of the night when you started chugging that cough medicine that you thought, since it's for children, it'd be okay, but it was adult size because your child was like 100 pounds.
That was 25 years
over.
ago, but still, I feel the effects today. It was the night just real quickly, it was the night I decided my kids were young and I was coughing my head off. And I went to the, where Allison kept the medicine.
Yeah.
And it was prescription cough medicine. But my kids were young. I mean, like 8, 9.
So surely
under.
it's a children's dose.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, I can't even read this, really, and I'm too sleepy and I just want to go back to bed. I'm tired.
You didn't know milliliters and teaspoon.
I didn't factor that. We've all done this. We've all just guessed, and so I just started to take me a couple of chugs.
A couple of chugs
of cough medicine, of children's cough medicine.
Yeah.
That can't hurt an adult. Am I right?
Well, I think we're about to find out.
So I wake up like an hour later, and things are crawling on me. I feel like
feel his fingers.
I'm hyperventilating. So I wake up, Allison, what's going on here?
Get them off.
I took
You're
the
able to
cough
see
medicine.
around corners.
Yeah. So I took the kids to school. I'm still feeling crazy. You know how just crazy.
You drove?
I drove. I
In that
know.
condition?
But the thing about it was things were crawling. I felt like things were crawling.
I have
so
no
I
idea
called
what
her
you're
and I
talking
said,
about.
I don't know what's going on. I may have to go to the doctor because this is the weirdest. She said, "What did you do?" I said, I drank some cough medicine. That's all I've done.
Drink.
She said, "Well, cough medicine. What cough medicine did you drink?" I said, "Well, it's one of the kids' cough medicines that we've had. It's in the thing." And I said, "Well, how much?" She said, "You do know that's an adult cough medicine because they weigh over a certain amount of pounds." So, did you know doctors do this? They go on pounds. They don't go on 6, 7 years old.
No, I did not know that.
They go. So I'm drinking. So I chugged. I chugged straight up.
How much more?
Codeine laced.
Yeah.
They had codeine?
Well, yeah. All my
This was a prescription cough medicine?
Cough medicine, yes.
That's what I've been saying.
I thought it was over the counter. I thought it was.
No.
Didn't you hear me 3 minutes ago?
I wasn't listening to that part.
I said prescription. Anyway, I didn't mean to. Sorry, JJ. That memory came back.
But he
to
got
me.
his stomach pumped. He's here today.
Yeah, I'm here today.
And he's living happily ever after.
And I learned a lesson from that. only chug half of what you think you need if you're doing prescription cough medicine. All right, here we go. Here are my 3 questions. Number 1, how many live crusades did Billy Graham hold? 200, 300, or 400? That's what I want to know the answer to. Here's the second question. What was the highest rated television show in the 1950s? Everybody knows the name of this show. It was black and white, 1950s. And third, if you can answer the question I'm about to give, and we will send you an AFR T-shirt, a Learning University T-shirt, if you can answer the one I'm about to give. So, a majority of white Americans trace their ancestry back to Great Britain. And by Great Britain, I mean England, Wales, and Scotland. That's where a majority of white Americans trace their ancestry to. Now, here's the question. What are the next 3 places that white Americans, the most white Americans trace their ancestry to? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I love these
Let's go, Ed.
Greenland questions.
Let's go.
All right, we go.
Greenland.
All right, we go to Mississippi.
I'm greenish.
I'm greenish.
I'm greenish.
After drinking cough medicine.
Yeah.
Mississippi, and Francis is on the line. Francis, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hello.
Hello, Francis. Where do you live in Mississippi?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear?
Okay.
Can you hear us?
I'm down on the coast in Pass Christian, a little
Good.
town called Delia.
Yes.
All right.
My wife's from Gulfport, so I know right down there where you are. That's God's country.
Yeah.
Well, Francis, you want to ask, answer, or do both?
Well, I'll try to do both.
Okay.
Somebody took my one I thought I really knew was Jezebel, but I'll try the muscle car question.
Oh, okay, good. Well, here's the question. The muscle car question. Roadrunner, Barracuda, and Duster were all 3 cars under what brand?
I'm thinking it may have been a Pontiac.
No, ma'am, but that's a good guess
No.
because you had Pontiac Firebird, you had Pontiac GTO, and the GTO was one of the very first muscle cars, and some of these others,
Yeah.
they tried to start scrambling and say, we've got to compete. Now, that was a good try, but not Pontiac.
Well, Francis, what's your question for us?
Well, I was so excited. This first time I called in and I got through of ever trying, and I didn't think that about even having a question for you guys.
That's okay.
So
You're kidding.
I just came up with one. I just came up with one on the fly here.
All
so
right, we're ready.
Here it goes. Can you name the 2 most devastating hurricanes that have hit the Gulf Coast? And what years were they?
The Katrina.
Hold on,
Yes,
Francis. We're going to talk amongst ourselves.
Katrina, and then there was one.
I think Camilla.
No, it wasn't Camilla. Don't embarrass yourself. Camille.
Yeah.
Camilla.
Well,
says the guy from Boston.
First of all,
Camilla.
Thank you for saying don't embarrass yourself. Because I'm going to do it for you.
I thought you were looking at me like,
Camille?
you're telling me don't embarrass yourself?
Katrina, what year was that? Anybody
No,
remember?
I got the answer
2005.
to this.
2005. Go ahead.
Yes,
yeah.
you're correct. Ed's correct about the date for Katrina. That's 2005. Is that right, Francis?
That's right, for Katrina.
Okay. Now, Hurricane Camille, I want to say it's 1969.
I was going to say 68.
60. You might be right.
But I don't know.
I'm going to throw a little personal thing. My father-in-law, Lowry Anderson, rode that one out because they're so used to, hey, this is going to be the big one. I'm tired of hearing that. It'll be fine. He rode that out, and you could drive and you could see ships, shrimp boats and things that were way inland from that.
Camille.
But I forget what year it was.
I'm going to. I'm
going to go with Tim.
1960.
So I don't embarrass
myself. It's either
myself
68
again.
or 69.
Yeah.
All right. What's the answer, Francis?
You're absolutely correct, Tim. It's 69.
Way to go, boss.
2005 Katrina and 69 in Camille.
What?
And yes, I was a kid, I'll say, in Camille, which we rode it out, and then as an adult, rode out Katrina. Neither
those
one
are
was
scary.
fun.
How far are you from the? How far are you from the coast, from the actual water?
5 miles.
5 miles.
Oh wow!
Because the water for the Katrina, we went down there 3 months afterwards. But didn't the water come in like half a mile or something?
Oh,
Like a wall of
more
water?
than half a mile.
more than
because-
half-
Well, in the community where I live, it's called Delia,
Okay.
and we're surrounded by water,
Yeah.
the Bay of St. Louis and Wolf River, and we're like 5 miles away, but some of these inland rivers and
Yeah, we're
waterways,
flooded.
it pushed all the way.
Wow.
Yeah, there was some bad devastation close by me.
Wow.
I got
It
some
was very,
Yeah.
very close to I-10.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
in Bay St. Louis, the water did get up and close I-10.
I remember that.
I got
yeah.
some friends together. We went down a week afterwards, took a semi-truck full of mattresses, took a bunch of fuel. 4 of us buddies went down. And
for Camille?
For Katrina.
Katrina.
And, boy, you're just talking about the bridges wiped out, everything, just all the trees, the buildings. It was just devastation.
That birthed 8 Days of Hope.
And that's
It
8
did.
days. Steve
Yeah.
Tiber. That's exactly
All right, listen,
right.
Francis, thanks so much for your call. We appreciate it very much. God bless you, and glad you were able to get through. Francis, listening on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Hey,
You are
real quick.
Yeah.
So people that live on the coast that ride those out, that's what my wife would do. She said they'd fill their bathtub up with water, so you'll have drinking water. You know your electricity is going to go off. She said they would look in the backyard and watch the ground heave. These trees would sway and the ground would heave. And I said, why in the world would you say here? She said, well, that's what people say about people that live in the tornado alleys or people that live where there are fires, in California. So everybody's got kind of a thing like, why would you live in a place where this happens? That you can say that to people living in Montana or Wyoming about the winters.
Yeah, but the thing about it is the winters happen every winter, right? and the hurricanes happen once every 10 years. So you can, unless you live in Lafayette, Louisiana,
Yes.
which it's annual.
Yeah, well, hurricane season, they know they're going to get them pretty routine.
Yeah,
there,
you're right. No, the
coast.
threats are always
But
there.
yes,
Yeah, that's
yes.
what you're saying. All right, you're listening to today's issues. Trivia Friday, I should say, on the American Family Radio Network, also known as
Learning
University. Who's up next, Ed?
We're going to stay in Mississippi, and Terry is on the line. Terry, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hello.
Hey, Terry, how you doing?
Hey, it's actually Carrie with a C.
Okay.
Hi, Carrie.
Carrie.
Okay, well, we just changed your name, though. Okay. No, I'm
Well,
just kidding. No, Carrie with a C, thanks for calling. Where do you live in Mississippi?
I live in Corinth.
Okay. Yeah, about an hour from us here
Yep.
in our studios. And nice town there, Corinth.
A lot of Civil War history.
Been there many times. I eat at that Italian restaurant downtown. So,
In Corinth?
Yeah. What's the name of it, Carrie?
Vicari.
Yeah.
Vicari.
Yeah, they got some great food.
I've actually never eaten there.
Yeah, you ought to try it sometime. All right, Carrie, will ask, answer, or both?
So I'm going to try to do both.
Okay, which one do you want to try to answer?
I'm going to try the 5 rights for the First Amendment.
All right, Carrie. Now, remember, if you can answer this correctly without looking it up or asking someone, we'll send you a T-shirt, okay? Here's the question. What 5 rights does the First Amendment to the Constitution protect?
Okay, so this is a complete guess.
Okay.
I haven't looked anything up. So I'm going with freedom of speech, religion, press, owning personal property, and freedom of commerce.
No, you got the first 3 correct. Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, exercise of religion, and freedom of the press. The last 2 you did not get
Can
correct.
you give her a chance since you've already given these 3? Make it easy for the next one. Give her one more chance to see if
Okay.
she can come up with the other 2.
That's what, Americans love a second chance.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You want to take another chance at those last 2?
I don't think I'm going to know them. Those,
You know
those
what?
last 2, I just were the hardest to come up with.
Hey, you got 3 out of 5. That's good, and you really didn't make it easy for the next person.
Yeah.
So when that next person is wearing that shirt, they can go. I'm
Well,
put their hand over their heart.
Yeah, the next.
Think of
The next
Carrie.
person. I don't know. I guess we'll do the T-shirt too.
We'll have
for
to cut
them.
the sleeves off, like Tim says.
Yeah, 3/5 of a shirt.
Send them a muscle shirt.
What's your question for us, Carrie?
Okay, so we're actually on our way to the Diamond Youth Softball State Championship for my daughter's All-Star team.
Wow!
Wow! Congratulations!
That is.
What's your daughter's name? What age group?
Her name is Finley, and it's the 12U.
Okay.
Hi.
Hey. So where's the tournament?
In Columbia, Mississippi.
Oh, okay. So you got to drive ahead of you.
Now, what position do you play, Finley?
Normally right field.
All right.
Good.
Second base.
Second base and right field.
That's great.
That's
What's the name of your team?
Just Corinth All-Stars.
Perfect. Well, congratulations.
What are
And,
the-
that's a big honor to make it to that level, and we hope you guys do well.
What are the betting odds on your team? Because I'm looking at games tonight. This slate of games. No, I'm just teasing.
He doesn't bet, Carrie.
Yeah, I don't
Gary,
bet.
do you have a question for us?
Yeah, so Finley's going to ask you a softball trivia question.
Oh,
I'm
we're
ready. Bring it.
What country won the first ISF Women's World Championship?
Okay, softball is popular in North America, but I don't know if it is.
country?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say the U.S.
I'm going to go with the U.S.
Yeah.
I'm going to just throw Cuba out there for what it's
Well,
worth.
you throw Cuba out there.
Cuba?
No, let me change that to the DR. A lot of baseball players from DR. I just want to hedge our
Dominican
bets.
Republic.
Yeah, Dominican
All
Republic.
right, Dominican Republic or the U.S., Carrie? That's our guesses.
It was actually Australia.
Australia.
Australia is softball's popular there. Okay, I think.
Here's the deal. After the War of the Emus, a lot of people had a lot of extra time on their hands, and they headed to the
Softball
softball field.
fields.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. When the men was off the war fighting emus, the women had to find something to do to keep them occupied, so they started playing
Softball.
out
That
there
makes
in that
sense.
field of dreams.
If you build it, they will come. And then the emus will eat it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thanks, ladies.
yeah.
And we pray that everybody stays safe and that you have
Australia.
fun and have a great tournament.
Australia, I know they play Australian rules football and rugby's big over there.
rugby,
isn't it?
Yeah, little different softball rules because they use boomerangs. That shouldn't be allowed. But who am I to say
that's
how
right.
people, if they got
should
their
play softball.
Yes, right.
Wrestling, kangaroo wrestling.
Kangaroo.
is a big
Boxing,
deal.
boxing kangaroo. Yeah, you feel like you're wrestling when they get on that tail and start getting those hind legs after you.
What's in that pouch you got there?
Afraid you're going to have to go through the metal detector.
You stick your hand in a kangaroo's pouch, you're going to find out what's
You're
real.
going to find out the meaning of boxing.
There's the name of your book. There's the title of your book. I stuck my hand in a kangaroo pouch. I don't care
And I found out.
I don't care what's in it. I'd read it. I'd try the book.
All right, back to the phones.
All right,
Ed.
we
Who's
go to
next.
Illinois. And Jan
Land
is
of
on
Lincoln.
the line. Jan, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hi.
Hi, Jan. How are you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great.
Wonderful. Well, what part of Illinois do you live in?
We live in the Quad Cities, and actually, I'm a mile away from the Mississippi River that crosses over into.
Okay. Hey, tell our listeners the Quad Cities. I mean, I know them, but you got go ahead, tell them the four.
I'm sorry. What are the Quad Cities? Oh, the Quad Cities is Moline.
Hey, Jan, whoa.
Your alarm's going off.
What in the world is going on there?
No, you're getting a UFO hovering over you. You're about to get sucked into a portal.
What is that noise?
We're in the car and we're heading to Michigan.
Does that happen to everybody?
Explain the noise.
Does that happen to everybody that goes to Michigan? I don't know about that. That sounded like a warning to me. Like
sounded like someone's alarm going off on their phone.
Do you even know what we're talking about, Jan?
Excuse me? What are the 4 quad cities? Oh, okay. The 4 quad cities is Moline, Rock Island, Davenport, and Bettendorf.
Right.
All right.
Is that where? Isn't that where John Deere is?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
Well, you know your geography.
Sure does.
I know the John Deere Corporation is there, and they also have a big golf tournament every year there in the Quad Cities, the John Deere Classic. So
You know what's you want to keep it upbeat. It's Friday, but on a sad note, this farmer and his girlfriend, longtime girlfriend, broke up with him, and she wrote the farmer a John Deere letter just to break up. Yes, it was just terrible.
John Deere letter.
Yeah. Dear John.
Farmers.com. Is that where is that date
I haven't
service?
seen a farmers.com
What happened to them?
commercial in a long time.
Did they get sued or something?
No, they got all filled up. All the farmers got all the
they got wives?
And they all got wives, and
Okay.
now everybody's living
They're out of
happily ever
business. Okay.
after.
All right. Go ahead.
Which one you want to answer?
I would like to answer the question about the 50s.
You know what? Okay, let's, Jan, we're going to have to take a break right here. Can you call her back?
Yeah, you're breaking
Maybe on
up.
a better connection, too.
Okay, what we're going
Not
to do,
through-
Jan, we're going to call you back. Is that possible? We got her phone number? We're going to call you back so we can get a better connection,
And
hopefully.
Not Bluetooth, if you don't mind.
Yes, that's a
I think that's what's throwing us off.
Bluetooth hounds. Have you heard of these?
Well, I've heard of the pirate. He was one of the most feared pirates in the
Bluetooth?
Caribbean. Bluetooth?
Had
yeah.
one tooth, but he was fierce.
He was able to hold that knife in his mouth with that one tooth. That
saw.
parrot on his shoulder. You can see it, can't you?
Parrot on his
Swinging from
shoulder.
rope to rope over into the other ships to get all that loot.
Yes. All right, we'll be back momentarily. We'll go back to the Quad Cities in Iowa and get
Jan
back on the phone.
The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast may not necessarily reflect those of the American Family Association or American Family Radio.
Faith, family, freedom. American Family Radio.
They will thrust a cell phone in your face. If you ask a question, they'll surround you with cameras. They'll scream at you. They'll try to get you to commit violence. I believe God is giving us a little bit of a glimpse into what life without Him would be like.
A Disciple's View with Todd Herman. Critical information from a faith-enriching perspective. Weekdays at noon Central on AFR. This is American Family Radio, a listener-supported ministry of the American Family Association.
American Family News, I'm Rusty Pugh. People in Venezuela and abroad are desperately searching for loved ones after two powerful earthquakes struck Wednesday night. The 7.2 and 7.5 magnitude quakes caused widespread damage and were among the strongest to strike Venezuela in more than a century. The official death toll rose to 235 last night, and the number of casualties is expected to climb. The Trump administration insists Iran will never have a nuclear weapon, but Iran has yet to agree to any deal that forces the regime to end its pursuit of nuclear capabilities and uranium enrichment. Vice President J.D. Vance laid out and defended President Trump's long-term objectives in Iran.
He says, we came what we set out to do. We created incredible diplomatic, economic, and military leverage. Let's use that leverage to go and accomplish an even bigger win for the American people. That's what he's asked us to do. It's not over yet, but so far so good.
The Texas Education Board will vote today on a required reading list for more than 5 million public school students that includes Bible passages. If approved by the Texas State Board of Education, the reading list would take effect in 2030. President Trump canceled a scheduled signing ceremony for the bipartisan 21st Century Road to Housing Act, citing the failure of the Senate to pass the Save America Act. The president has labeled the election bill a national emergency, demanding that lawmakers prioritize its passage over the housing legislation, which otherwise has broad support. House Speaker Mike Johnson has expressed confidence that the housing bill will ultimately be signed within the legal 10-day window, suggesting the delay is a tactical move to maintain pressure on the Senate.
There is a frustration the president has expressed about the unwillingness of Senate Democrats to do anything that follows common sense and follows public opinion. This is a 90-10 issue that you should have to have photo ID and be a citizen to vote in American elections.
An immigration activist says 2 cases won by President Trump regarding border enforcement should never have reached the Supreme Court.
As we have reported on AFN, by identical 6-3 votes, the High Court handed President Trump 2 victories. It ruled that he can turn back asylum seekers at the southern border, and he can immediately halt the temporary protection from deportation for Syrians and Haitians. Mark Krikorian is executive director of the Center for Immigration Studies.
Neither one of these cases should ever have reached the Supreme Court. They're both preposterous. The asylum case basically asserted that someone who isn't in the United States yet is in the United States. The point was whether people who are still in Mexico can claim asylum in the United States, even though they're not in the United States. So the idea that there were 3 justices who voted the other way is alarming, actually.
But Krikorian says it comes with a warning that a future Democrat president can reopen the border.
Democrats don't believe in borders, period. This is becoming the mainstream view among Democrats.
Krikorian says Congress must act when it comes to temporary protected status.
Congress needs to abolish TPS because presidents have shown they cannot be trusted to administer it responsibly. And in addition to that, Congress needs to prohibit the executive branch from giving work permits to people whose status doesn't call for that.
I'm Chad Groening.
And finally, police say a shocking discovery inside a Colorado funeral home has led to the arrest of a former county coroner and his brother on more than 100 felony charges.
Authorities say former Pueblo County coroner Brian Cotter and his brother Christopher are each facing 125 counts of abuse of a corpse after investigators allegedly found 24 decomposing bodies and other human remains hidden behind a secret door at their funeral home. District Attorney Caleb Bove discussed the investigation Thursday.
At this time, 19 of the 24 bodies recovered have been identified. While the case will proceed at this point, law enforcement will continue their investigation and work to identify the remaining 5 bodies.
Investigators say some families may have received fake ashes instead of their loved ones' cremated remains. The brothers are being held on $1 million bond as the investigation continues. Ted Lindner, Fox News.
There's more online at afn.net and on the AFN mobile app. I'm Rusty Pugh.
AFA Action takes attacks on the family seriously. The enemies of the family constantly employ new tactics to try to sneak past our radar. They know if we stand together, their evil plans will fail. Your gift to AFA Action allows us to stay vigilant against their onslaught. And if you give this month, you'll receive access to the Cultural Institute video When Your Faith is Illegal by Frank Harbor on AFA Stream as our thanks. You can make your gift today at afaaction.net.
This is Trivia Friday. The number to call with your question or your answer to a question is 888-589-8840. Now, back to more Trivia Friday.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to Trivia Friday on American Family Radio. Tim, Ed, and JJ. We go back to the phones. We're talking to
Jan.
Jan in Iowa. Quad Cities of Iowa.
We got a better connection.
Jan, you there?
Yes, I am.
Okay, wonderful. Where were we?
Okay, which question do you want to answer, Jan?
The question of the 50s for the TV show.
50s for the TV show.
Yes, Jan, here's the question. What was the highest rated TV show for the 1950s decade?
I am going to say Lassie.
Okay. That is a very good guess, and it was also in black and white. The correct answer is I Love Lucy.
Oh, I thought you'd keep it. Save it.
Yeah, forget that. Forget what I just said. Really, I'm not going to. It's a mystery.
Lassie is incorrect, is all you're saying.
Well, yeah, Lassie, I Love Lucy was, go ahead, it was the #1 show of the 1950s. Lassie's probably top 10.
Yeah, I remember watching both of them.
Also black and white.
Right.
And I don't know how many times Timmy got stuck in the well. But,
or stuck somewhere
or stuck
in a
somewhere.
mine,
Somebody had a joke about somebody, Lassie barked, Timmy's stuck in the well again.
Yeah.
All right.
What's your question for us, Jan?
Okay, we're driving back to Michigan, so my daughter is with me, and she would love to ask you the question.
All right, we're ready. What's your daughter's first
so this-
name?
Tammy.
Tammy.
All right. Cammy.
C-A-M-I.
Cammy.
Yeah, not to be confused with the hurricane.
Yes. Right. Yeah, Hurricane Camilla.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Cammy. What's your question?
Okay. This is for JJ because he's got that book, Moses was a Basket Case.
Yes.
Right.
That
So
may
why
not help me
exactly
answer any questions, though, but go ahead.
So why is he a basket case?
Well, because...
it's a riddle?
Is it a riddle or is it a for real Bible question?
It's kind of a riddle.
Oh, okay. I was going to say because his mom put him in that basket and coated it with tar or pitch and, and let it float down the river there. Let's see. Why is Moses a basket case? A riddle. It's going to be
You
something
know me, I'm
obvious
the
after
world's
they-
worst.
Tim's the riddler. Tim, what comes to mind?
Well, I have to dissect the question.
Okay.
I mean, huh?
Yeah, all right.
So I'm going to need to write it down.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think we have time for that.
Why?
but-
It's a riddle. You have to think methodically.
Well,
Am I right?
Logic
go
in
right
there,
ahead.
Then be a...
JJ and I will
Well,
sing
since
while
we,
you...
Since we, quote, don't have time.
Okay. All right.
I'll just skip it.
What's the answer, Cammie?
Because he was a baby in denial.
He was a baby in denial.
I like that.
That is
Baby
funny.
in denial.
Baby in denial. That's good. I like that.
Way to go. Well, ladies,
Yeah.
be careful on
Yeah.
your trip. And thank you for listening to AFR. Glad
Yeah.
you're able to get in with first-time callers.
So, because what was it? Give me that one. I got to use that one.
Yeah, that's good.
Because-
Why was Moses a basket case? Because as a baby, he was in denial.
In denial.
In denial. I like that.
Yeah.
Hey, you were talking about Lassie?
Yeah, I
We have
was.
time for me to tell a smart dog joke?
Sure.
All right. So this bird dog, that people talk about how smart, and the guy was asking $20,000 for him. So the guy said, I need to take him out, test him. Went out. Sure enough, the dog barked 3 times, 3 birds flew out. Then he went around this edge of this piney woods, and he scratched 5 times. 5 birds came out. He said, boy, they weren't kidding. This is such a smart dog. Went behind this hedgerow, came out, had a branch in his mouth, and he's shaking his head, falling down, shaking his head. He said, oh, my goodness, that thing's gone mad. And he just felt terrible about it, but he had to put the dog down. Took it back to the guy, and he was like, what in the world? He said, yeah, wait. He was off to a great start. Barked, scratched, then he came out from behind this hedgerow with this stick in his mouth, and he said, he'd gone crazy. No, he was trying to tell you there were more birds than you could shake a stick at.
Oh, wow.
So he put the dog down?
Put the
Oh,
dog
man.
down. That's the sad part of the
Yeah,
joke.
it's
But you can
kinda
ignore
dark.
that part.
That's the part of the joke that makes it not funny, though.
Well, he had insurance on the dog, so it was all it all,
it all
comes
worked
out
out
in
in the end,
wash.
except for the
Sure.
dog.
The dog sprang up, said, just kidding. I was just playing with you there. All right, so here we go. Let's go back to the. I tell you what. We'll do our questions for the last time.
Last time,
and then we won't have to do them anymore. And then we'll go take a slew. I said a slew of phone calls.
Slew.
Go ahead.
All right. Okay. James Fenimore Cooper wrote a famous 1826 frontier classic of American literature. What was the name of the novel that James Fenimore Cooper wrote?
Imagine his mom getting mad at him.
Yes. James Fenimore Cooper.
You get your rear end in here.
How many times have I told you?
Yeah. Huh?
Don't shake
stay
the
in
stick.
or stay out.
Right.
Close that door. We can't heat the whole neighborhood.
Don't be boxing no, kangaroos out there. Boy, what's
And
wrong
for
with you?
sure, don't reach in its pocket.
Right.
All right, second question.
Ouch, Boston boy.
All right, what 5 rights does the First Amendment to the Constitution protect? And 3 have been answered: freedom of speech, religion, and the press. If you can get these last two, these are the most difficult for folks. Without looking it up, without asking anyone, we will send you a T-shirt.
Nice.
So someone has already helped you with that question. And my final question is a true-false. In 1932, the Australian government launched the Great Emu War to annihilate emus, which were devastating farmers' crops. Is that true or false?
Here's what I've got first, a muscle car question. Roadrunner, Barracuda, and Duster are all muscle cars under what brand? Someone had a good guess, Pontiac, but that was incorrect. So Roadrunner, the Cuda, and the Duster, what brand were they? And then second question, what fruit was originally called the Chinese gooseberry? And it's one you can go to any grocery store. You see this fruit, it just goes by a different name. What's the name these days? Third question, a medicine conversion chart question. How many milliliters are in a teaspoon?
Yeah, that's going to be answered.
Hey, all the moms that are measuring stuff and know that,
Sure they do.
know those
Yeah.
things.
So the previous question prior to that was the what, and the what muscle cars?
Oh, so the Roadrunner,
okay,
the Barracuda, and the Duster. So it's not, like it's kind of like, is it a Ford or Chevy? What brand?
So I
is it under?
got one for you.
Okay.
The Roadrunner, the Barracuda, and the Duster all went into a bar. Okay,
that's off to a good start.
Isn't that a good?
Yeah, it is.
I
think I know this one.
Yeah. Okay. So,
when you guys were doing the meep meep at the front of that, the Roadrunner, they gave $50,000 to Warner Brother for the rights to use the cartoon, the likeness, and to have permission to do that. $50,000 in 1968. And then they spent $10,000 to make I was going to use this for true or false, $10,000 to make the horn go meep meep, just like from the Roadrunner.
Kidding.
Yeah,
Did they let them do it?
Yeah, they did it. And that's the 1969 Roadrunner, the horn, it goes meep meep, just like you did.
Wow.
That's
little trivia.
Yeah, absolutely. Here are my two questions. How many live crusades did evangelist Billy Graham do? Live crusades. 200, 300, or 400?
You want to just give us the answer like you did I Love Lucy?
Thank you for reminding me of that blunder, of that mishap, that unfortunate situation. Here's my second question. The majority of white Americans trace their ancestry back to Great Britain. Okay, that would include England, Scotland, and Wales. That's what I'm calling Great Britain. So a majority of white Americans trace their ancestry back to there. Now, for a free, obviously free, for $2.50, we'll send you a Learning University T-shirt. It's a special deal. You can for a Learning University T-shirt to be sent to you, compliments of American Family Radio. You answer this question, and we'll send that to you. But the question is, what are the next three groups after the English people? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
it does.
The three groups that have that Americans cite as where their ancestors came from. The white.
Love these Antarctica questions.
JJ said Greenland, and that is a good guess, but incorrect.
Good guess. That's when you go, no, that's not even a good guess. All right, we go to Texas, and Anita. Anita is on the line. Anita, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Hey, how are you?
Anita, we're doing great. Thank you for calling.
Howdy.
Welcome. Where do you live in Texas?
I live in Conroe, Texas.
Okay, wonderful. I was down there not too long ago. Conroe, the Woodlands, in that area.
Pretty lake over there.
Yep.
Yep.
Our tower's in Conroe. Our AFR.
Your tower? Oh, that's cool.
Our radio tower, 88.3.
For Houston, there.
Yeah. All right, Anita, you want to ask, answer, or both?
I would do both, please.
Okay. By the way, which radio station are you listening to? Are you listening on the app or on the radio?
No, I'm on the radio because I'm in my car. You know what?
It's 88.
I don't know what it is. I just have it on there. 88.3.
Oh, thank
Is that
you.
right?
That's right. That's right. 88.3.
Yeah, 88.3. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
I got to have it automatic. I listen all the time.
Oh,
Amen.
thank you so much, Anita.
Well, go ahead. You want to ask, answer, or both? What did you say?
I'm doing both.
Okay, which one do you want to answer?
Both. I'm going to answer the car one, JJ's car one.
Oh, good. Here's the question again. Muscle car question. Roadrunner, Barracuda, and the Duster. What brand are they under?
Those are Plymouth, Chrysler Plymouth, whatever it was.
Yeah,
Plymouth. I
that's
had
it.
two of them.
All right, all right.
Wait, you said you had two of them?
I had a Duster and I had a Barracuda. That's right.
Wow. I had a chance to buy a Cuda from a buddy for like just pennies. It was yellow and, mag wheels and big engine, and I kicked myself for not getting that. But those were iconic cars. Roadrunner, the GTX was kind of the same body, but that was a big muscle car. And the Duster, and
I
they
had
had
a
some others.
Toyota Corolla. Is that in that?
Not
is
quite
that in
a
that?
muscle car.
No.
Hey, for you
Okay.
to have a
No,
Cuda,
no.
that was pretty ambitious. Anita, do you remember what year it was? 71?
I want to say, no, I think it was a little earlier than that. My husband had it, and then he needed some money, so my daddy bought it for me. So that's what I took to college.
I
to
love
Texas
it.
A&M.
What year?
Yeah, it was a cool car.
Cool.
I don't remember back in those days. I didn't know any
what
of that
color
stuff.
was it?
It was maroon.
Yeah, they had the
Maroon
maroon.
bucket seats.
Yes.
The big, huge back window. Yeah.
Right.
Now, when I was
Floor on the floor.
when
They
I
didn't make very many Barracudas, by the way.
when I was in high school, this would have been 79 to 81. There were two cars that were all the rage, and this must have followed what Anita's talking about. The cars you're talking about must have preceded these cars, but the Camaro, that was hugely popular.
Yes.
And that was the cool kids.
Right.
And then the Trans Am.
The
Trans Am was like, well, they have a Trans Am.
I tell you what, put Trans
Was that
Am.
same thing for y'all?
A little bit later in the early 80s.
Yeah. Camaro and Trans Am.
Yeah.
But
Pontiac Trans Am, Chevy Camaro, and the Trans Am. That movie actually put Trans Am on
What
the
movie?
map. The trucker movie. Wall to Wall.
Talking about Burt Reynolds and
Yes, Burt Reynolds. He drove a black
Smokey and the Bandit?
Smokey and the Bandit. It caused the sales to just go through. the
That
roof.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. And it was right about that same time there. Hey, Anita, you had a fun car.
That was some great acting in that movie.
They started out.
Wow.
They started out putting Barracuda on the car, but then everybody called it a Cuda. So the later years, in the early 70s, they just had Cuda written on the side.
Like Federal Express switched to FedEx.
FedEx. And they were, she's right, she had there weren't many on campus when she was going to school there.
Yeah.
Nita, what's your question for us?
Oh, okay. My question for you is, if you are traveling around Iceland, like in a car, van, whatever, and you see these little black mounds covered with white stone, what is that?
A lot of people don't know this, but the emus is pretty tragic after the war on emus. That's where the burial ground is. Took a little while to ship them there and to get all them memorials set up, but that's what you want to do when there's been a massacre like it was in Australia against the war against the emus. It's emu grave sites.
Where, in Iceland?
Yes, it was worth sending it over there just to reconnect them with their ancestor.
That's just the most random and bizarre thing.
Obviously, do you guys have any idea?
I have no idea.
What do they say? I have no earthly idea.
What's the question? I've forgotten the question.
Little black mounds with white stones. Is that right, Anita?
That is correct. They're covered in white stones. One white stone on each black mound.
Black mound with the white stone.
In Iceland. Is that right?
Yes. Hey, I'm curious to find out. We don't know what's the answer.
I'm gonna say.
Nita.
I'm just going to say penguins who perished.
Dead penguins.
Stay with the memorial sites.
they're like a sacred animal in Iceland.
Are they?
Like cows are in India.
No, yes, exactly. It's a religious thing. in Iceland, penguins are revered like cows in India. A lot of people don't know this.
No,
But they're much harder to milk. I'll just
Yeah.
tell you that. It's
the penguins?
Yeah.
What's the answer?
Penguin milk?
You go to Starbucks and say, I want a black coffee with just a little bit of penguin milk, and see what kind of look the barista gives you. All right, Nita,
Milk and
what's,
a cat.
what's the answer?
The answer is those are little baby ovens. You know, Iceland is a geothermic island, and so they're little baby ovens, and they cook rye bread in those little baby ovens. They dig it up, put the the raw dough in the ground, cover it with the black rock, and put the little white stones, and they know where it is.
You're just driving around and see that?
Or you can just stay in America.
And go to the grocery store.
Right, go to the
That's
grocery store.
It's actually really good.
Yeah,
It's a real sweet rye.
So
It's very
you've been
delicious.
there.
Have you had it?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, both. Been to Iceland and had the rye bread. It was kind of one of our tour things.
Wow.
Well, let me ask you, since you've been there, what would you vote for, Greenland or Iceland? Which one should we take for our 51st state?
Oh my gosh, Greenland is a pit. I wouldn't go there. We went there twice to two different cities there, and it was just so nasty and so desolate, and so the people are not nice, which I can understand because it's just an island of nothing.
Yeah.
But Iceland was very beautiful, very cosmopolitan, very kind. We did the it's geothermal, so we did the baths, and oh my gosh.
You never heard the
Incredible.
expression,
You ever did a trip?
Iceland is an Iceland? You've never heard that?
I'm not.
It's their traveling motto.
I do want to apologize to all our listeners on the island, on Greenland.
Yeah.
All our many dozens of listeners.
Well, she's just giving an honest opinion.
That the opinions expressed on the show, not
to Anita.
necessarily the opinions of us here.
You asked her.
I know.
You asked
I'm just teasing Anita. I doubt we have a single listener on the island of Greenland.
Well, they're probably going to agree with her. Nita, what's the answer? Oh, you told us about about the little bread cooking in the little ovens.
Said rye bread? Is that what you said?
Yep, rye bread. It's a sweet rye, very, very dense, but you eat it with right out of the little oven. They go get it with a shovel because you can't walk on it because the sand is like boiling. And so they do a little shovel. They bring it in. It's wrapped, and then you unwrap it like they're fresh, and you get some butter, sit at the table, and eat your hot rye bread with butter. It's just delicious.
Wow.
Now I'm being real nosy now, but for you to be to Greenland a couple of times, Iceland, all this, you just love to travel. Is that through work? What's the story there?
No, we have a group of 6 of us. 5 of us all graduated from high school together, and we've traveled to many places. We rented a catamaran. We did a cruise to Italy and Greece. And this is a cruise to Iceland, Greenland, Nova Scotia, and then we landed in Boston, started in England, and then we also did Scotland and Ireland. So
how fun!
It's these friends that we travel with that we just have the best time.
That's lifelong.
And it's the only way you can do. Yeah, it's the only way you can really do all those places at the same time. You know, to start in England and then go to Iceland, two stops there, 2 stops in Greenland, 2 stops in Nova Scotia, and then on to Boston. And we stayed in Boston for about 4 extra days, so that was lovely. That's a wonderful place.
You know,
I know y'all are going to have a blast.
Yeah. You've given so many layers of a testimony that Michael W. Smith was right. Friends are friends forever. You know, if the Lord's the Lord of them. Here, you got friends from high school, and now you guys are all grown up, and you're like, let's just continue, and let's just travel the world and have fun. You just made so many memories, and you've got pics to look at, to just laugh, and just to cherish those memories. Good for you. Thank you for listening to AFR. Have a great weekend there in Texas. What a nice lady. Our listeners really are the best.
You know, Burt Reynolds was very underappreciated.
Burt Reynolds?
As an actor. Do you know this?
I didn't know that.
Well, I was thinking back to Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah. I've never seen that movie.
Good buddy.
What,
Wait, you've never
I've
seen it?
never seen Smokey and the Bandit.
Okay, you know, here's the thing. You and I need to make a pact because all these iconic films, I've only seen half of them. I never saw Jaws. You need to watch Smokey and the Bandits one weekend, and I'll rent Jaws and watch it.
All right.
But we need to check some of these
watch
things
Smokey
off.
and the Bandit, you better have some tissue.
Oh, brother.
Because it's at the end, I'm not going to give you a spoiler alert.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me.
No, but
don't spoil the
It's not
experience.
like Brian's song, but it's close.
It's right
really
there with
close.
it. It's really a move. There's a particularly moving scene.
Oh, wow.
in there.
I guarantee I'll be waiting for
Jerry
it.
Reed's part of the one that's going to bring you to
Reed,
tears.
Yeah, it's anyway.
But the Trans Am, watching that Trans Am, listening to the exhaust and it rumbling down the road. Yeah, with that big eagle-looking thing, or what's
That'll
the Phoenix
bring back memories.
on
Yeah,
that
Phoenix.
hood?
We got time for one more call.
All right, we go to Indiana,
Yeah.
and Bob is on the line. Bob, welcome to Trivia Friday.
Who's your daddy?
Thank you much, guys.
See what I did
and
there?
you can't misspell my name.
Good.
No, we got it.
Backwards or forwards.
Yeah.
What about?
What about Bob?
What about Bob? Yep.
Hey, we're
Now
coming
you'll
up.
always remember.
Yeah.
Yep. We're coming up towards the end of the program, Bob.
Yep.
So
Ask, answer,
or do both.
Well, I'll actually ask you guys because he took my one for the muscle car. So I'll kind of go along with that. So, and it'll have an extra credit. So here's the question. Who drove one of those cars in what show on TV?
All right, we're going to talk amongst ourselves here, Bob. Is this the one? What's the one with Daisy, the Dukes of Hazzard? You got
Yeah, but it wasn't a Roadrunner. They drove a 1969 orange Dodge Charger with 01 on
well,
the
then
side.
I don't have a guess.
But a Dodge Charger body style looked a whole lot like a Roadrunner.
What's the answer?
I don't know the answer.
The question was Barracuda.
Oh, the Barracuda.
Oh, Barracuda.
Yeah. You know, I can't-
how about Bullet with?
That was
Steve
a
McQueen?
Mustang.
Mustang,
That was
okay.
like a '67 Mustang.
Well, I'm fresh out of.
Hey, I don't know. I should know that, but who drove a Barracuda?
Don Knotts did.
And there's an extra credit if you get it.
Well,
I'm going to say Don,
we're almost out of time.
Don Knotts in the Apple
Okay.
Dumpling Game.
Apple Dumpling
It
Game.
would be Nash Bridges was the show. Don Johnson drove the car, and they called it a CUDA.
Oh,
And his-
Miami Vice. Miami Vice.
No. Nash Bridges.
Oh,
was
Nash
the show.
Bridges. All right, hey,
Yep.
we are Bob. We are out of time.
I think that's when he lived on a sailboat and was like a detective or something.
All right. James
Thank you, Bob.
Fenimore.
Sorry to rush you.
James Fenimore Cooper. What's the name of the novel? You guys know?
No.
Last of the Mohicans. The other two rights from the 5 rights of the First Amendment is peaceably assemble and the right to petition the government. And then it is absolutely true the Australian government launched the Great Emu War, and they used World War I veterans, and the soldiers lost.
What?
They could not wipe out the emus.
5 milliliters in a teaspoon. What fruit was originally called the Chinese gooseberry?
I don't know.
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
Billy Graham had 417 live crusades.
Wow.
And after British Americans is number 1 German.
I was going to say Irish. How about
Irish 2 and Italian 3. Yeah.